Listen to the conversation. Shamshem, whatever his name is asking him if he knows that the child is not his.
Sasa mimi naona sio swali ya kizima na sipendi kujibu maswali ambayo sio za kizima.
Okay.
Sasa utafuta
The most naive person, the most childish, empty shell, 6 foot inch of him is claiming to be the adult in this conversation. Get it? This empty shell of a 6'6" human being, overgrown baby of a human being, dangerous in walking on planet Earth with zero information in his head. Here, he is claiming to be the adult. And when he is asked, do you know that that child is not yours? His response is, I don't like answering childish questions. That is his defense.
swali lingine la kizima la kutazungumzia.
Okay, na vipi shemeji alikasirika na hiyo comment?
Nimesema maswali zilikuwa za kizima.
Lakini mtoto ni wako, ile ndugu yako kabisa ile.
Ndugu yangu, wewe ni mtu mzima uko na kitambulisho.
To him, adulthood is a national ID. Why? I know. Why sounds like why. Why? Sindio? Na swali nyeti ni, what have we learned from the episode of why? I know where that question is coming from. It is coming from a need for you to learn something from somebody else's mistake. And oftentimes, you want to convince yourself that if you learn from somebody else's mistake, you are not going to repeat the same mistake. I have bad news for you. News number one, you cannot fool me. Everybody is going to make the same mistake. There is no learning from somebody else's book. My people would say, Gotire odhomaga na ifikuriene. Nobody learns using somebody else's book. Everybody has to do their own mistake. And I'm saying this because we have tried this formula for the longest time. If you go back to the manosphere and the red pill nonsense, they want you to believe that other people's mistakes are teachable moments. Men are exchanging notes so that they can be pointers so that you don't do the same mistake. But the mistakes keep piling up. So that is bad news number one. Before I forget, bad news number two is precisely what bad news number one is. There is no lesson to learn from the why. Do you know why there is no lesson to learn? Do you know why there is no teachable moment? You don't even need to go outside of the why circle of whatever that thing is going on there. Inside of the why conundrum, if there was anybody learning anything, then they would have. But they haven't. This is the bad news now for the boy child. Let me ask you the question you are scared of asking. I know the question. I know it very well. Why would a high value, most eligible bachelor in Kenya marry a single mother? There you have it. Now call police. That's the question you are asking. See, ni mimi nilikwambia there is no lesson to learn. That is why there is no lesson to learn. Because why in himself presented teachable moment? But did anybody learn from it? No. Did he learn from it? No. Why himself? Without these other two characters, or three, present teachable moments. But did anybody learn from it? Nobody learns from it. Don't desert your dream and prop up the woman's dream. He did that. Don't prop up the woman at the expense of your own pursuit of purpose. He did that. I have it cued.
Because what you love, you'll do to the best. And people pay for what is done to the best perfect. So I'm proud of her. I'm proud of what she's doing. And I'm looking forward to her moving into greater heights. And also encourage people out here. If your wife, your spouse, your husband, or whoever are gonna some strength that you think you can really capitalize on, do not hesitate.
Number one, when you hear a man speaking this aloof, this absent-mindedly, this kupayuka, something is seriously wrong there. Something is seriously wrong there. The there is here with the man. And the women with the cameras, with the microphones on him, they know exactly what is going on. They know this is an empty shell, all 6 foot 6 inches of him. Complete empty shell. Women will never break the girl code. No, none of those women are going to tell him, hey, psst, psst, you sound like a retard. You sound so clueless. None. When they are laughing, they are not laughing with him. They are laughing at him. They know what's up. But women will keep a straight face and enjoy the train wreck.
Pay for what is done to the best perfect. So I'm proud of her. I'm proud of what she's doing. And I'm looking forward to her moving into greater heights.
Well, moving on to greater heights she did. Boy. How do you like that now? I mean, this is the same guy who rented a helicopter. And we could tell the emptiness in him. We could tell the body language of the woman, but he can't see it. Again, my people have a saying. Venegere na ya gatatu ya kagurani. Dunia ni mbili. Dunia ni mbili. There are two different universes and a third one for a sweeter. They were emphasizing the point that a man in love is in his own world. Nothing gets in there. Nothing gets in there. So this guy is aloof, he is absent-minded, he is payukari. Everybody can see that. When he did the helicopter thing, everybody could see the body language of the woman. She had already checked out of his life at that point. If you dare tell him that, you become the enemy. And now, replace YY for you. You are exactly in the same situation. And no amount of man talk is going to get out of that. Because you are in your third universe. There is no information that comes in when you are in the third universe. A man in love will do dangerous things. The most dangerous man in this planet is a man in love. He will betray fellow man. He will kill fellow man. He will leave his job, he will desert everything for the Senye. And then he will look at you as if you are the enemy. If you ever dare get in between him and his fantasy. So, here we are with YY. There is no lesson to be learned. If there was a lesson to be learned, the one who picked up a single mother would have learned that lesson. The most eligible, high-value man. Period. I am not exaggerating. That guy was the highest value, most eligible bachelor. And he missed the plot. Give it 3 years at most. I'm generous. She will chew him and she will spit him out. Reset. And I have to emphasize, there is no blame to go to the woman. A woman is doing exactly what a woman does, because a woman is responding to a higher calling, the call of the universe itself. So when she was inside the relationship with YY, she negotiated a deal to carry somebody else's child. I know, it's here.
Sasa nkali, hata wewe mtu mzima unaweza pigia mtu kwa redio kuuliza mambo kama haya?
Nikutaka kujua tu YY mzee baba.
Unataka nikuulize wewe mahali huko, unaifind ukiwa mtu mzima kuuliza swali kama hiyo? Nataka tu ujiulize wewe mahali huko, unaifind wewe ukiwa mtu mzima kuuliza swali kama hiyo?
No, iko sawa tu kutaka kujua comment yako tu.
There is no a more dangerous man than the one walking around with the whole herd of a woman up his you-know-what. This is a dangerous buffalo. Cape buffalo. Now that the Cape buffaloes are in the news. Listen to the conversation. Shem, whatever his name is asking him if he knows that the child is not his.
YY maneno kuhusu.
Sasa mimi naona sio swali la kizima na sipendi kujibu maswali ambayo sio za kizima.
Okay.
Sasa utafuta
The most naive person, the most childish, empty shell, 6 foot inch of him is claiming to be the adult in this conversation. Get it? This empty shell of a 6'6" human being, overgrown baby of a human being, dangerous in walking on planet Earth with zero information in his head. Here, he is claiming to be the adult. And when he is asked, do you know that that child is not yours? His response is, I don't like answering childish questions. That is his defense.
swali zingine za kizima alafu tutazungumzia.
Okay, na vipi shemeji alikasirika na hiyo comment?
Nimesema maswali zilikuwa za kizima.
Lakini mtoto ni wako, ile ndugu yako kabisa ile.
Ndugu yangu, wewe ni mtu mzima, uko na kitambulisho. Uko na kitambulisho. Swali za kizima tu, swali za kiheshima tu.
To him, adulthood is a national ID. The measure of adulthood in that 6 foot empty shell of a body he walks around in is an ID. That is how he's going to respond to another man telling him, that child is not yours. I would be making up if it was not here. And I don't have a problem having been made it up.
Okay.
Kuna heshima tu.
Na wewe kibe.
So, let's hear about the
utamwambia nini basi kiutu uzima?
Anafanya kazi yake, endelea kufanya kazi yake hivyo hivyo bila anafanya hivyo. Anafurahisha watu wake, anafurahisha umati yake, kuna audience yake na.
So, even Kibe jumped on the bandwagon and told him, hey, That is not your child. What is happening here? Again, the topic was there is no blame to be apportioned to the woman. Before you forget where we are going with this, that woman did what is in her best interest because she is responding to the universe. Her role in this universe is to nurture life. And the universe have given her a free pass to find the most eligible man she can access. So when the deal came from a man other than the one who was the wife, and it looked like a good deal, she took it. She had a child with another man inside of the relationship with this empty shell of a human being. And now the ball was on the side of the man to continually defend what he does not understand. Remember, everything here is about information. There is a clip on my X security, and I said the most important thing above anything else is information. Men are making mistakes because they do not have the information, and more dangerously, because they do not know that they need to have the information before they make the mistake. This is like an 18-wheeler, fully loaded with 60,000 pounds of payload, and it doesn't have brakes down the hill. Dangerous. That's why in every stage that we have seen him in, he's in the marriage, the woman is negotiating a better deal for a child inside of his marriage, and she succeeds in it. And when they are still inside the marriage, even after the helicopter nonsense, another man comes. Remember, a woman will not settle until she finds the most valuable man she can access. Not the one that can access her. All kind of men access women and they go their way. The one she has access to. So even though he is in the marriage, nature allows her to monkey branch. Nature allows her to hypergamize. That is all nature doing its thing. I know it's very confusing that I am denying you the chance to blame the woman, because the man should be the one with the information, including this one that settled with a single mother. What he doesn't have is information. So his day is coming. We shall be here to talk about it. And that is a prophecy. So, while she is making him believe that they are making a skit about a fight, whether she is the one who owns the content, and the guy is thinking that he has leverage because he says the phone is his, and the woman says, which phone? Which phone? You are not the one who bought me the phone. My super lawyer bought me the phone, Kenothia. What are you talking about? You are nothing without me. Because she had read him. She had read him. He is nothing. He now joins the long list of Tokodi, the Saburu guy, who also was in the same conundrum. Brought in home a pregnant wife and shut his ears and believed that that child was his, until the woman found a way to hypergamize away from that nonsense. The same playbook. The same exact playbook. The Pluto, the same exact playbook. The woman leaves, comes back pregnant, Akoth as him. The same Kibe screams at him and says, hey, unachezwa. The one who impregnated her is on my phone telling me what happened. No. They have created this fantasy that they live in. They live their life for other people. Whether it's Tokodi, whether it's the Pluto, whether it's this silly boy here. They live their life for other people. And they have to perform for the strangers online. So reality has no chance. This little poor quality gene, the Pluto, he had to disappear, to reset, to consume the information that this child is not his. And when he did, all these silly things he had done by showing us he's buying her car, he's buying her land, he took all those things away. He took the house away, he took the car away, he kicked her out. Because that pretense was not sustainable. Tokodi was done the same thing. So, what befell the empty shell here, why, is the same game that is going to play on the other side. Unless she runs out of options. But the winds have gotten into her head that she keeps winning. She got this guy who is a talented artist. She stole her nyota. She became the star. Then she looked aloud and she saw a high-value man and said, why would I want a child with this loser while I can attach with this one and me and my child would be set for life? She did that. And then she looked aloud and said, oh, even with a child and fake hair, I'm still attractive. I'm still attracting high-value men. Let me try this one here. The most high-profile one here. She's going to ride that wave. Two things are going to happen. She's going to hypergamize to a bigger dog. I mean, her trajectory is sleep with the boss of your man. Or she's going to run out of options and she's going to settle. And because of the wins that she have had, if she settles for this one, she's going to resent him. She's going to be disgusted by him because she is going to blame him for aiding her winning streak. So the sex will die, obviously. And then in 18 months, 20 months, we shall be here for episode 9 of the same game. But for now, she has 3 men wrapped around her pinky. That's a winning girl. For YY, my advice to him, go back to that God-forsaken village of yours, back in Luyaland or wherever the fuck you came from. There is that 7-year-old little girl that you used to do content with. Go attach yourself to that 7-year-old little girl. She will teach you reality. There is no fakeness in the 7-year-old girl. She will teach you reality. She will teach you how to make real organic content. And she will give you an opportunity to grow the fuck up. This is not an insult. She will give you an opportunity to grow up with her. And now, as she matures, you have the potential to also mature because you are empty here. Again, this is not an insult. Your only chance is to watch that village girl grow up from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you catch up like a little brother, and you ape her steps of maturity. And then there is a chance that by the time your ex is spitting out the lawyer, you have matured enough to say, ha ha, look at me now, because you have grown up. At the very least, that is your only win. Boy.